For our member of enjoyingart.com, I'm looking forward to seeing you in our fun and relaxing Friday painting together. If this is your first time to our channel, it's all about making art easy with relaxation. Push like, share, subscribe, and turn on notification. I intend to make it a very full expression. But when you do it small, it's just easier for you to come up the idea. Focus more on the connection, less about the details. What we focus on is the contrast. As a contrasts will be multiple contrast. Contrast has light versus dark. Some dark color over here, for example, dark color over here, light color over here, right? So it creates a contrast. And also in the car, you can see light color, dark color, but also it's important to see the whole area become darker and the other whole area become lighter. That will create the big contrast, that light and dark. And the other contrast you mentioned about trees, that is harder, okay, and soft. They're also another contrast. For example, the tree actually is served as soft. And but you're seeing the house over here, those details, they're really hard. I see the line over here, really hard line. The car also served hard on the edge. But inside the car over here have some soft. This is soft, but also have a few line over here also hard. This is have a little bit hard at the front. So and also the light post is a very hard edge. The sky is very soft. So you have to have a hard and soft contrast. Also size, a big and small, also a contrast. So you have something very open, really big, and somewhere something like a very small, like the little dog over here. That is just a little contrast. Between the dog and the person, between the dog and the tree, a big difference between the sizes. The movement also have contrast, conflict. For example, this is a one movement, okay, coming this way. But there's a movement over here and getting away from here, this coming over. It has the conflict, it's moving away to the other side. And this is straight line like this is diagonal line. So those are also movement, also have contrast. So how we're going to manage all those different sets of dynamic contrast, also we call conflict. Conflicts, as in a movie making, also create the drama, right? We want our painting has drama. But however, all those contrasts and conflict serving the same goal. What's the goal? That is just the main interest. So what's the main interest? You have to make sure you know what is the main interest. Whatever you do, you need to understand what's the main interest. The main interest would make you to sacrifice one thing or the other to serve it. Like for example, I have lots of things over here and have too much contrast over here in the house over here, and we're gonna make the back a little bit softer. There's details a little bit softer. Why are you doing that? Because I want to make this whole area become a little bit softer, not standing out this much. Why? Because I am going to make the person to become the main interest and also make her hair a little bit lighter. So now to create the contrast and then lead the interest, lead the attention and over here. So in that case, I would modify the car even more. Okay, have the direction over here. So I'm going to have the main interest over here, for example. So I'm going to have the car, I'm going to make that a little bit kind of curve a little bit. the way I manage the car, I'm going to have some kind of movement coming to this angle, and which is pointing to the main object. Also, somehow, I'm going to render the tree like as a soft, because the tree is a very soft over here. Create a contrast of soft, dark, and a little light next to the woman. And then this is going to be a little bit softer so that it's not compete with the hard contrast that I'm going to create for the woman. Whatever you do, you have a main interest. We also call focal point. But all those things, whatever, however you do, you need to service your storytelling. If you don't have that in mind, it doesn't have a reason why you change it one way or the other, why you change the composition, why you remove things, why you add things. Is that right?